Mega absolutely.
And we're back with Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Let's go.
Can we all just agree that Mega Absol is basically Twilight Sparkle?
Yes.
My
Except
bad.
with 2 horns.
What?
I have no idea.
So she's a bicorn?
She's a
She's a bicorn.
bike. Yeah.
Okay, December 26th, 9:44 a.m., District Court, Defense Lobby number 2. I'd much rather be here than at work on Boxing Day. Karma?
That's right. Manfred von Karma. He's the best prosecutor there is.
Nope.
He hasn't lost a case in his 40-year career.
He'll lose one this time.
He is a god of prosecution, right? A god!
Not a single case?
He'll do everything to get a guilty verdict. Anything.
Well, everything and anything, so they kind of go hand in hand. So, sounds like someone else I know, Edgeworth.
Edgelord.
You don't understand. I mean, he'll really do anything. Manfred von Karma is a man to be feared.
I fear nothing.
That's quite a claim coming from someone who forges evidence. He'll forge evidence. He'll do under the table deals, reach arounds, anything.
He taught me what it really means to prosecute.
What?
Just picture a prosecutor as vicious as me, multiplied by a factor of 10.
I'd say 20.
So was he your teacher then, Mr. Edgeworth?
Something like that.
And now he's trying to get you found guilty? What a creep! Oh wait, maybe he's planning on losing on purpose to help you out.
Not a chance. He hasn't lost once in 40 years. 40 years! He's as ruthless as me, times 20.
I thought you said times 10, man. That's pretty ruthless.
Like I said, he's a god among prosecutors.
Yes, that's I guess that's something like Mia was to me. Speaking of Mia, Maya,
Uh-huh.
we could really be using Mia's help right now, don't you think?
Oh. I can't. Sorry. I really tried, but I couldn't reach.
You couldn't reach?
I think it's because I haven't been training. My powers are weak again.
Oh man, what bad timing.
I'm really sorry. I'll try my best.
I hope so.
What are you whispering about?
Oh,
Okay.
it's nothing. It's nothing you'd agree with. Well, it's time. Let's head in.
Bring in the executioner.
December 26th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 3.
The executioner walks in with a actual freak.
Dude, isn't that a little presumptuous of you?
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth.
No, it's not.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Von Karma, is the prosecution ready?
Fool! You seriously think that I would stand here were I not completely prepared?
Right, my apologies.
He's even got the judge scared.
Well, very well. Your opening statement, please.
Decisive evidence.
Almost a lot.
A decisive witness. What else could possibly be required?
Nothing, of course. That should be fine. The prosecution may call its first witness.
What's with this guy? Is he royalty or something?
How am I supposed to fight against this? I call the detective in charge of this case, Detective Richard Gumshoe.
Yeah, makes sense.
Okay, Gumshoe's first. Let's see how this goes. Describe the incident. Now! Yes, sir! Detective Gumshoe looks nervous. No, really? Please take a look at the map. The murder happened late Christmas Eve, around midnight. There was one boat in the very middle of the lake. Well, I wouldn't consider that middle, but There were 2 men on the boat. Now, there happened to be a woman camping here on the edge of the lake. At 12:10 a.m., she heard 2 pistol shots. Then the boat started to move. It went towards the boat rental shop. Overhead map added to the court record.
Right, I should be doing that, right?
Te-
Sorry.
testify to the court about the arrest. Now!
Well, wait! Mr. Von Karma!
Yes?
Actually, I'm the one that's supposed to be handling these proceedings.
Wrong! There is only one thing you need to do here. You will slam down your gavel and say the word guilty. That is your role.
Yes, of course, you're quite right.
No, he's not! Okay, so I'm playing...
You haven't even seen the best of this
I'm
guy.
playing the forceful Von Karma and the innocent Phoenix Wright. Oh,
And the oblivious,
and the oblivious
this guy.
and the oblivious penis gumshoe. A man called into the station around 30 minutes after midnight. We headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could. That's where we found Mr. Edgeworth. Now, I didn't expect him or anything at all. Suspect. But the next morning, a body was found in the lake. So we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth.
He is not happy.
I see. Well, very well.
Begin your cross-examination, attorney. Now!
I shall throw my sword at you. If I had it with me.
Well, hold on. We have to wait until we have to wait for sword throwing until we get to Dual Destinies.
What?
Don't worry, when we get there, we'll get there.
What?
Don't worry, we'll get there when we get there. Let's focus on this game first.
So first, a man called into the station around 30 minutes later, after midnight.
You received a call from a man? Yep. But you said there was a woman camping there. She was the one who heard the 2 gunshots, right? What?
I feel like Applejack now.
What the heck?
That woman and the man who called in the report are 2 different people, obviously.
That's...
Different people? There were 2 witnesses. Their testimonies are quite similar, however, or were quite similar, however. I can't speak in past tenses. Today I've summoned the woman who was camping. The woman who was camping. Not a heart. What happened next, detective?
We headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could.
So you want to be the narrating voice? Okay.
There we
How
go.
long was it between the receiving the report and your arrival at the lake? Well, I'd say it was about 3 minutes. That's pretty fast. Our motto for the month is, get there quick.
What the heck?
You didn't hear his voice before?
No.
Detective, you will refrain from casually revealing department secrets. Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
Oh.
I look forward to your next year's salary review.
I will get the steak. The wooden steak.
So much to look forward to these days. This is no time for dejected daydreaming. Continue. Yes, sir.
That's where we found Mr. Edgeworth.
Do we have another pair of headphones?
Yes.
Could we potentially give some for Neko?
Took them off because they were in the way.
What was Mr. Edgeworth like when you saw him there? Or saw him there? Well, from what I saw, he looked pretty relaxed. Not like a murderer at all, really. Detective, the court requires the facts, not your opinion. How many years have you been on the force? Facts only, detective. Hard, cold, objective facts.
If you're objective, you don't see the big
Yes,
picture.
sir. No, it's subjective if it's the other way. Man, he's got his share of rejections.
Now, I didn't suspect him of anything at all.
Why didn't you think he was suspicious? You should know. We have a deep, trusting relationship with the prosecutors. Detective, the court isn't interested in your musings. Deep, trusting poppycock. I've never heard so many flippant comments from an active detective on the force.
I want to.
Detective Gumshoe doesn't look so good.
I want to take a stake and just nail him in the heart. He's a vampire.
Oh, don't
No, he's
not
German.
That far off. Continue now.
But the next morning, a body was found in the lake.
Did you find any clues on the body? A single bullet was recovered from the body.
But there's 2 shots.
He was shot through the heart, fatally.
Shot through the heart!
Judge, here's the bullet. It didn't strike bone, so its shape is well preserved.
Very well, the court accepts this bullet into evidence.
So we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth. Sorry, either one of us could be the narrator at this point.
I zoned out, it's fine.
Why is that? Well, we found the murder weapon in the boat. The murder weapon? A pistol.
Detective Gumshoe, that is a vital piece of information. Please revise your testimony.
Sorry, Your Honor. The murder weapon was found in the boat was decisive evidence. Here's a little tip for you.
You haven't pressed it yet.
Here's a tip for you. Just because it was added doesn't mean
How come the pistol wasn't added?
because it wasn't. They just didn't add it. So what do you do in that situation? Keep in mind, just because he adds something to his testimony, it doesn't mean you present something. Might as well just press on it anyways. What about the pistol made it decisive evidence?
That smile.
He has the same evil laugh as Edgeworth. Tisk, tisk, tisk. There were fingerprints on the pistol found in the boat. There were clear prints from Mr. Edgeworth's right hand. What?
Bang.
Could you turn it up a bit? It's a little quiet.
Yeah.
It's probably because her headphones were added.
It was a little quiet beforehand, too. Did you
So
Sorry.
Mr. Edgeworth's fingerprints were found on the murder weapon?
Yes, Your Honor. Judge, this is the weapon in question.
Thank you.
Accepted into evidence.
Finally.
Members of the court, we now have the pistol used in the murder and the bullet found in the body. Detective! Murder weapon. .22 caliber. Fired 3 times. Bears prints from Edgeworth's right hand.
There's 2 shots.
Hmm.
Which means it was fired 3 times. But it was fired 3 times.
Interesting.
And only
eh?
1 bullet.
Interesting, eh?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Was the bullet found in the body fired from this pistol? Yes. The ballistic markings on the bullet matched the pistol.
Sorry, I'm not used to that.
Hey, Nick! What does he mean, ballistic markings?
Shocking. To imagine someone here does not know something as basic as ballistic markings.
I'm a medium, good sir. Nick, he's glaring at me. Oh, baby.
Very well, I'll explain. Actually, Judge, you do it.
Lazy.
Me?
Lazy.
Lazy.
Ballistic markings are like the fingerprints of a gun. The barrel leaves distinctive marks on each bullet it fires. You can examine these ballistic fingerprints to see which gun fired the shot. It's quite accurate.
Indeed. This leads to one inevitable conclusion. The bullet found in the victim's heart was without a doubt fired from this pistol. This pistol which, as you may recall, is covered with the defendant's own fingerprints.
Order! Order!
This is bad. This makes it look like Edgeworth did it. Well, Judge?
I'd say it's almost decisive, yes? Honestly, I could declare a verdict at this point. However,
You wish to hear the witness speak, no doubt. Very well. I am somewhat fatigued, and so I will take a brief break. I will call my witness after the recess, which will last 10 minutes. Judge,
yes?
what are you doing? A 10-minute recess, now!
But wait,
Just bang your flimsy gavel and get on with it, man!
Yes! Ahem, this court will take a 10-minute recess.
Who's running this court anyway?
I could present it there.
So do you hate him? So do you hate him yet?
Yes! I want to take him out like a vampire.
So you want to stake him through the heart?
Yes.
Shut. Okay.
We've done that
December
already.
26th, 11:09 a.m. That took an hour and 9 minutes?
Yes.
Jeez. Right. Edgeworth, what's going on here? Your fingerprints were on the murder weapon.
Oh no.
And that foggy photo makes one thing clear. The only one who could have shot that man was the person in the photo.
True.
Was that you in the boat?
Yes, it was me.
What?
But you must believe me, I didn't shoot him.
Then who did?
I don't know.
You don't know? Weren't you right there?
I heard a gunshot from very close by. Then the other man fell from the boat. I can't say why, but I thought at the time that he had shot himself.
You mean it was a suicide?
That's the only explanation I can come up with.
Huh. How am I going to convince everyone of that?
Anyone?
Anyone of that? And what did I say?
Everyone?
Everyone.
Oh. In this
doesn't
case,
matter.
they're kind
It
of...
doesn't matter.
they're
Move
kind-
on.
They're
Move
kind
on.
of... Yeah.
Phoenix.
Say Maya.
Huh? What?
Any progress with Mia?
Oh, sorry. It's no good.
It's no use!
It's no use.
Take this! We need to play that
Next.
game.
I said that.
Oh. I know. I'm no good for anything, am I, Nick? If I can't call my sister, I might as well not be here, right?
Yeah,
oh,
you're
I
useless.
need you here. How could you? No, of course not. I need you here. I can see you're always trying to help out. Even if you don't actually help, it's the thought that counts, right?
It's okay, Nick. You don't have to make me feel better. I don't know anything about trials or defense. What's more, I'm a spirit medium who can't even contact spirits.
What do you mean you don't know anything
What's
about...
even worse is my mother failed to do the exact same thing I'm trying to do right here. My family is a failure.
What do you mean you're not good at defense? I can summon you in Marvel vs. Capcom with a shield.
Wait,
What are you talking about?
What?
I'll show you later.
One of Phoenix's moves, his guard, he can summon Mia, and she
Puts up a defensive
and it's
shield.
a barrier.
Yeah. Everyone has their off days. I mean, I've just been getting lucky lately. But you never know when my luck is going to run out.
Really?
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Right! Don't jinx this case any more than it already is. It's bad for my heart.
Oh, sorry. Whoops. Venus, you dingus.
Venus?
I said Phoenix.
I heard Phoenix, and I'm like, wait, you trying to say penis and Phoenix at the same time?
Well, he is kind of being a dickhead at this point. Jeez.
Judge.
You're-
Court is back in session. Mr. Von Karma, call your witness.
Call the detective.
Yes. Will Miss Lana Hart take the stand? Lana Hart, you are a research student at a university?
I'll do it. And I am.
Good. Begin by telling us what you saw the night of the incident. And don't add anything trivial or subjective.
No.
Understand?
Meh.
You'll need to learn some manners.
Understand?
Yeah, I understand.
Very well, your testimony, please.
Poke.
Sorry.
Poke, poke, poke.
Poke, 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 poke,
Hey,
poke.
I'm the one with the daggers for eyes, okay? I'm the one.
It was Christmas Eve, just after midnight, I reckon. I was in my car. I heard this bang come up from the lake. When I looked out the window, I saw two gents in a boat. Then there was another bang. There wasn't anything on the lake but that boat.
That's enough.
Huh?
Judge, she happened to take a photo of the incident. This is that photo. Accept it as evidence.
Well, this is a surprise. This looks like the very moment of the murder. Order! I will remove people from this courtroom if I do not have order immediately.
Yes, I would
As the
take
witness testified,
a large fry.
she looked at the lake when she heard the shot.
I see what you did there, Brendan, but it fell on deaf ears for anyone else.
I don't care.
What?
I will have order in this court. Yeah, I'll take a large fry.
There we go.
Steak or
Karma?
barbecue sauce?
Anyway, karma.
There were no other boats on that lake.
Don't forget the burgers!
Dang it, Mia!
Maya. You said Mia. So,
Maya, Mia, let's just call the whole thing off.
let's just call it Misty and move on.
Ah!
So the man in the boat with the victim must have been the one who shot him. Yes, it was the defendant, Miles Edgeworth. My voice cracked for some reason. Heard a voice, now's not the time. Where are
Order! Order! I will have order!
where are my masculine pills?
I think we're killing her again.
Well, Judge,
The evidence is decisive.
Steak.
I have very little doubt about this case.
Steak in the heart.
Very well, this court finds the defendant.
Wait, Your Honor. I haven't cross-examined the witness yet. A cross-examination? We have photographic proof. What question can there possibly be? This photo is worth 1,000 words, and they all read guilty.
You planned
You
this.
lose.
You planned this.
Or do you claim to have found a contradiction in her testimony? Hmm? Very well. If you have to, you may cross-examine the witness. You will only flounder and ask meaningless questions. You will fail to find anything. And then, I will have you held in contempt of court!
Nick? Contempt?
Contempt of court, oh, you know?
I guess I understand. Well, what are you going to do? Do you really think there is a contradiction with the facts in her testimony?
I think there was, I think there wasn't.
They're kind of... What do you think? Remember, even if it's a testimony at this point, it might not have been made abundantly clear. And what do you do? What do you do during cross-examinations to find more information? You've been doing it this whole time.
I do loud noises. Like shots.
Look at it this way. What if you say there wasn't a contradiction? Then that means you're giving up.
Okay.
Do you really want Edgeworth to know that you're quitting on him?
No.
So then there's only one not honest option to pick.
I think there was.
I think I noticed one little thing.
Wow, I'm impressed, Nick. I didn't notice anything. Right, let's take him on.
Yeah, I got a bad feeling about this.
I have the steak.
Phoenix, are you a jetty? I understand. I will cross-examine the witness. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Very well.
I have the steak.
I pray for your sake, this isn't a waste of time.
So do I. But I blame him.
I blame you for this. Alright. You go. You want to go?
It was Christmas Eve, just after midnight, I reckon.
Yee-haw.
I was in my car. I heard this bang come up from the lake.
Narrator, did you develop a southern accent?
When I looked out of the window, I saw two jets in a boat. Oh, and then there was another bang.
Film was fired 3 times. 2 bangs.
Does she explicitly state there were 2 bangs?
She said it twice.
She heard a bang, and then she heard another bang.
That's twice.
Don't be
What's to say she was asleep for the first one?
Don't be presumptuous. Remember, jumping the gun is the worst thing you can do in this situation.
There wasn't
There's
nary a
none.
thing on the lake but that boat.
Well, there was a gun. There's a gun in evidence,
Well,
so.
look at it this way. You want to gain as much information as you can before you do that, right? And also, let the dialogue run its course, so that they'll often say something about the testimony afterwards, which could lead to a clue. There weren't any contradictions in there.
Sorry, Nick. If only my sister were here.
Maya's really taking this hard.
I'm actually in deep thought.
So, if there weren't any contradictions, what do you do to the entire
Press.
testimony?
Hold it!
Hold it. Just after midnight, you say? In other words, it was no longer Christmas Eve. But Christmas Day.
Huh? Yeah, well, yes.
I don't like his voice.
I know you want to find contradictions, but really?
I hope your next contradiction is a little bit more relevant to the trial.
It is!
Witness, continue your testimony.
Dad.
I was in my car.
Oh, well, sorry.
Okay.
Why were you camping there anyway?
I'm a research student at my university. I was taking pictures to use in my research.
What research? That's all sounds suspicious.
Press further, hold back.
Press further.
Miss Hart, could you be more specific about your research?
Yeah, but it could have relevance to the case.
What does the witness's motive in camping by the lake have to do with this case? The answer is nothing! I object to this line of questioning. Objection sustained.
What?
Wait. Now I'm the one who says that.
Well, then say it already!
Objection sustained.
Thanks for nothing, Your Honor.
I want to slap him.
I heard this bang come up from the lake.
Does
How
the,
do you know
the
if it came from,
narrator
like-
developed a southern accent in between testimonies? So, you weren't looking at the lake at that time?
Nope. I looked after I heard that noise.
Ah!
She said that already. I asked that you find contradictions, not leisurely chat with the witness.
It's not leisurely chat if you're trying to find more information. Understand, prosecutor?
Well, you know how you know he has like a 39.5-foot pole rod stuck up.
Then I looked out the window and saw two jets in a boat.
2 men, 1 boat. Could you
And a baby.
could you clearly see the 2 men?
Just look at the picture. Clear enough for you?
Uh-oh.
Press further, hold back.
Wait a second. I wasn't asking you about the photo. I was asking if you saw the 2 men.
Yeah, well, of course.
No, you didn't.
The witness has testified that she saw them. There's also a photo.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that she saw it.
You'd best look elsewhere for your precious contradictions.
That is a contradiction.
jumped in quick. He's hiding something.
Then there was another bang.
Bang.
Bang. Bang.
Were you watching the very moment the shot rang out?
Well, yeah, sure.
That's a contradiction.
You're asking meaningless questions! Meaningless! Contradictions, Mr. Wright, not meaningless babble! On Karma, I think I hate you. He's
Karma,
trying to
you
keep
are
me from talking
meaningless.
to the witness. To what end?
There wasn't nary a thing on the plate with that boat.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, sure as a country gal can be.
That sounds pretty sure.
Press further, hold back.
How come you're so sure?
Well, hey, a guy scanned the whole lake.
Scanned the whole lake? It almost sounds like she was more interested in the lake than the boat. Miss Hart, you...
I press A the perfect timing.
Mr. Wright, the witness has answered the question in full. No need for further questions. Objection sustained.
That's what I'm...
Sustained!
Yes, of course.
Oh, great.
Enough!
I want to punch him.
I think we've heard all we need to hear, Mr. Wright. It seems you are unable to find a contradiction in the
Yes!
testimony worth noting.
Yes, I have!
But, Your Honor, you keep your promise.
Mr. Wright,
You wouldn't shut up!
I am afraid that I will have to penalize any further outbursts by holding you in contempt of court.
And if that happens, you'll have to leave the courtroom immediately. Understood? Uh-huh.
Nick! A lot of testimony is fishy, Nick. Real fishy. Like Gordy fishy.
I know what you mean. But if I can't say anything, what can I do?
Take out a gun and shoot him!
I believe we've covered the evidence sufficiently to make a decision.
I honestly
leave a bullet.
that would be counterproductive.
No, it wouldn't. It would mean that I would get arrested, but there would have to be another prosecutor.
Hey, did the shot sound a lot like this?
Bang!
That's like a really bad action line from like one of those
Yeah, I know.
B-rated action movies. Keep going. Then pass your judgment.
Very well. Mr. Miles Edgeworth, please take the stand.
Hold it. I don't know.
Who was that?
It was me!
Maya?
Is something wrong? Do you need to use the facilities?
No, I do not! Lotta Heart!
I can
Your
hold
testimony
it.
stinks! It's unclear whether you were actually looking at the lake. It's highly doubtful that you actually saw Mr. Edgeworth. Tell us the truth. This is a matter of life or death. Lotta! Did you really clearly see Mr. Edgeworth that night? Did you see him fire that pistol?
You will stand down!
No, I will not, Mr. Judge Guy!
The court does not acknowledge the defense's outbursts.
That was her, not me. Answer me, Lotta!
What's the big idea? Treating me like some kind of criminal.
Because you are!
I swear it. I saw Edgeworth.
Enough. Judge, declare the defense in contempt of court.
Yes, of course. I'm sorry, but you were warned.
No, you warned him.
Guard, escort Mr. Wright out of the courtroom.
Okay, so I'm free of charge.
He is in contempt of the court and must leave.
No. No.
Did I screw up? Whoa! I was the one who made the outburst, Your Honor! Nick is innocent!
Ha!
I don't know why I did that. I'm sorry.
I made a double
It made the laugh more convincing. What's the difference? All that remains is for the guilty verdict to be declared. Isn't that right, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
Right.
Wrong.
Wrong.
She said something clear as day when she made
I
an outburst.
saw the shot.
I saw Edgeworth on the boat.
She couldn't have seen it because it was foggy.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Even the photo couldn't confirm that was Edgeworth.
Wrong. What? Did you hear what Miss Hart just said? She said she clearly saw Mr. Edgeworth. That was not in the testimony. That changes her testimony, and I have the right to cross-examine her again.
Oh! Yeah, take that, scary dude.
Order! 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 Order!
Order.
I'll take a pizza
You're in
pie.
contempt of court. It's too late for wild claims.
And I would order a burgers, please.
I'll
Not
also take a
now.
pizza pie.
You can have it during the recess. Judge, sustain my objection.
He's actually thinking on his own. I'm so proud of him.
I'm sorry, Mr. Von Karma, but I cannot.
What?
Miss Lotta Hart has made a new testimony. The defense does have a right to cross-examine her again.
But he is in contempt of court.
No, I am. Wait. No, I am. If you're going to arrest someone, arrest me again.
Very well.
Wait, I didn't actually mean it.
Maya Fey,
Wait.
you will leave the courtroom immediately.
Can I have burgers? Nick, I did what I could. You have to do the rest. Good luck. And give me burgers.
Maya. Okay, here's a tip. Don't press this next bit of testimony. You will lose an exclamation point if you do. You need to present something here.
Okay.
I care not for this melodrama.
Melon drama?
Melodrama.
No, it's melon.
Melodrama.
That sounds totally like something Maya would say because she's obsessed with food.
Listen well, Mr. Wright. I do not tolerate badgering of my witnesses. Out of time. I better find a contradiction in here or else.
Yeah.
Mr. Wright, begin your cross-examination.
That last statement.
That last statement.
I saw it clear as day. The man on the boat was Mr. Edgeworth.
Eh?
What do you mean, meh? What are you pointing at?
He can't see the.
Like photo, presented here.
Do you think that's the right answer?
Well, think about it.
Stop asking us and be
Yeah.
sure of yourself.
Save of
Got-
views.
Got you, Miss Hart. Finally.
What? You got what?
Look at this photograph. Look at this photograph.
The photo I took.
The very same. There's something I want you to see in this photo. It's quite clearly visible. The fog, Miss Hart.
So?
This picture was taken with professional, high-quality film, correct? Yet even it could not capture the faces of the men on the boat. Yet you claim you saw Mr. Edgeworth. How?
What? What?
How indeed.
Oh, I'm sorry. Mr. Wright has a point.
Ugh.
That's why I told her not to say that in her testimony. Please. Yet, now she has said it, Mr. Von Karma. How can you possibly see Mr. Edgeworth? Explain yourself.
Miss Hart,
What?
could you see the defendant that night?
Of course. I said I could, and I meant I could.
Then please testify as to the circumstances of your sighting.
I did it. I finally found a hole in Von Karma's carefully vague testimony.
Not that careful. Edgeworth was seen. Dun dun dun.
You're right. It was a cold night, and the fog was thick as grits. So once I was finished setting up my camera, I got back in the car. Still, I brought my binoculars with me. When I heard that noise out on the lake, I looked with my binoculars. See? No problem.
That doesn't. No.
That don't make
you
no
used-
damn sense.
You used binoculars. Very well, you may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
Aiden.
This one better be good.
How Edgeworth was seen. You're right. It was a cold night, and the mist was thick as grits.
Can I press or no?
Yeah, you can press now.
Oh,
it was
thank
only
you.
it was only that last statement because he said it doesn't tolerate badgering. That would be considered badgering. So now you can go back to pressing.
Yay.
So, how could you see Mr. Edgeworth?
Now just hold your horses for a second.
No.
You hasty Yankee types would never find the gal where I'm from.
Defense attorneys have trouble with that as it is.
Nobody loves me.
I do.
Nobody loves me. I'm a...
I do.
How could this happen to me? I've made my mistakes.
One is the loneliest number that you saw.
Your camera?
I tried to get your attention.
No, I was reading it anyway.
Yeah, it's got an automatic.
The issue we are concerned with here is Miss Hart seeing Mr. Edgeworth. The camera has nothing to do with this at all.
Not
We're
anymore.
talking like Phoenix right now.
Now it's your turn.
Objection sustained.
I am gonna have to make my voice more angry. He's not letting me answer any of my questions.
Still, I brought my binoculars with me.
Yeah.
Binoculars?
Yeah, binoculars.
Yesterday, you mentioned that you were out looking for shooting stars, correct?
Well, yeah.
Wouldn't you need a telescope, not binoculars, for that?
Eh,
I've got doubts about your camera, too. Was that really to take pictures of meteor showers?
How could it, if it detects sound, how could it take pictures of meteors
The
with
camera is irrelevant to this case.
Yes, it is. No, wait.
no, it's not.
Not irrelevant.
You can't say that for certain.
Mr. Wright. Is the camera really relevant to this case? If you believe it is, you may continue with this line of questioning.
But know this. If you find nothing with this, there will be consequences.
Oh, great.
Well, Mr. Wright,
I don't.
do you wish to press further about the camera?
Press further back off.
What does it say for the camera?
You specifically answered your own question.
I forget what he used.
This is make it or break it time. The camera is of utmost importance, Your Honor. It is perhaps the key to this entire case. Therefore, I will continue my line of questioning. Ow. Maybe I went a little overboard there.
Yes, you did.
Very well. Miss Hart, you will testify to the court about the camera.
Yeah, I hear ya.
Oh, the camera was set to take pictures of a meteor shower.
Did.
Bullshit!
Miss Hart, what made you choose that lake to photograph meteors? You know the fog gets thick on that lake. It's not very suited to stargazing.
Yeah, well, you see, I guess I wasn't thinking too straight. Ah.
Har. Mr.
Your
Wright,
heart fiddly.
I will not have you badgering my witness because of her challenged intellect.
Hey,
Oh.
wait a minute.
Ooh.
Continue your testimony. You were saying how it was that you saw Edgeworth?
Can you English?
Grr.
I can't. Really. No unnecessary comments, please.
No, all the unnecessary comments.
When I heard that noise out on the lake, I looked out with my binoculars.
If there was a heavy fog, how could binoculars change that at all?
What do you mean? Oh, wait.
That's twice now.
I know.
The glaring right now.
Do we need duct tape?
Silence
me-
is golden, duct tape
No,
is
please.
silver.
No, no, please.
Even binoculars can't see through fog. But you say you clearly saw him.
I did. Yeah.
Enough! There was no room for doubt in her testimony. She sounded pretty doubtful to me.
There
But I have to find a clear contradiction first. I don't care how many Von Karmic objections I get.
I approve.
I'm going to find a hole in this testimony if it's the last thing I do. Alright.
You're right. It was a cold night and the mist was thick as grits.
Okay, so what do you think?
I'm gonna have to look at present just to see all the stuff.
What was the part of her testimony that she just added? The camera was set up to take pictures of a meteor shower. Where do meteor showers occur?
In
The sky.
And look at the camera.
Camera.
Kind of leading her a bit, man.
A little bit, but
Lake.
so if it was pointing downwards, she couldn't really look at meteor
Or
showers.
horizontally.
Objection! You were photographing shooting stars? That's a lie.
So.
Me.
I saw the camera you set up yesterday. It was pointing directly at the lake. You have to point a camera upwards to take photos of the stars, Miss Hart.
Oh.
I think it says here that you can also present the picture as well. That could have worked as well.
Mr. Wright, what are you driving at?
The witness was not at the lake to photograph shooting stars, Your Honor.
Wait, can I throw in an interjection here?
Well then, what exactly was she photographing? Show evidence? I don't know. What's at the lake?
Party. Oh. Will I be penalized if I get it wrong?
Well, what do you think?
Stop second guessing yourself.
Be confident. Your Honor, take a look at this. What was Miss Hart trying to photograph at the lake? Miss Hart, this is what you were trying to photograph.
What is this? A newspaper article? Gordy! Ah, the sighting at Gord Lake.
Well, Miss Hart,
I never heard of no lake monster. You got proof or something? Let's see you prove that I was down at the lake trying to photograph this Gordy.
I don't have proof, I have proof.
I was pointed at the lake.
There's another thing about the camera that...
It was sound.
How can a meteor shower make sound in space?
Can't. Alright, proof.
I have it. Proof.
The proof is in the pudding.
Intriguing.
Oh, kidding.
Very well, let's see it. And no joking around this time, please. What proof is that the witness was trying to photograph Gordy, the lake monster?
There's the camera.
The proof, Miss Hart, is your own camera. Your camera was set to take pictures in response to loud noises, correct? Thus, this photograph here, taken when the gun fired on the lake. And here, this article about Gordy. According to this article, Gordy made a loud noise when it emerged. Well, you were trying to photograph Gordy, weren't you? That's why you had set your camera to respond to loud noises.
Order! Order!
Jeez.
What?
Where's my large drive?
I too thought it was a little strange.
Give me my burgers!
Yeah, sure. Well, Miss Hart? You were camping there to try and take a photo of Gordy, weren't you?
Yeah. Not bad. Are all you lawyers that smart?
Well,
No,
No.
Karma isn't.
Just the honest ones.
So, smart boy, I was down there trying to photograph Gordy. You got me. So what?
Huh?
That don't change what I saw, does it?
Exactly. What you just used several previous minutes of our time to prove.
It just
Precious.
proves she's a liar.
Precious minutes.
Keep going. is nothing more than that the witness is an idiot who thinks monsters exist.
Hey!
But as she so succinctly said, so what? It changes nothing. Not true. You were hiding the whole thing about Gordy for some reason. I know it. But what could it have been? Whatever it is, I'm getting to the bottom of this.
Miss Hart, why did you hide the fact that you were searching for Gordy from the court? Please revise your testimony.
Right, fine, I'll testify. It won't change nothing, though.
Something will change. It has to. And I'm going to spot it.
I typed my interjection in Twitch chat.
Phoenix can't drive anything. He's got no driver's license. That's true. He only uses a bike.
Yeah. It's kind of funny
me
seeing
testimony.
him bike in the anime.
Come on. Actually, I'm not a research student at the university.
Discredited.
I'm an investigative photographer. Imagine what a scoop it'd be if I got a picture of that monster. That's why I was camping out by the lake. But that's all I was hiding. When I heard the bang, I looked right straight out at that lake. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched that boat the whole time. Then I saw a flash near one of the man's hands, and I heard another gunshot. I was looking right at that boat the whole time, crossed my heart and hoped to fry.
Oh, come on.
What?
She made a very obvious lie.
You did?
Judge.
She did, yes.
Judge.
Judge.
I was waiting for him to finish talking.
He did.
Well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
What?
The witness's testimony is unchanged from before.
Yes.
Excuse you?
It has, actually.
Whether she is a research student or a photographer has no bearing on this case.
It means that she's a liar.
She's a
There
liar!
is no need to waste more of our time with another pointless cross-examination.
Quickly, pull out a medal.
I claim the defense's right to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor.
I summoned Diablo.
Why did you summon Diablo?
Sarah, why'd you summon
Karma's
me?
up to something, I know it.
You're not Diablo.
At this point, I am.
Karma, how's it going?
I'm
Haven't seen you in a
American.
while. Do you need some more help with one of your cases? No, I'm good.
No, no thanks. I've got this under control. Good luck with your wedding in a week.
Anyway.
Wait, he's getting married?
He did say.
Hey.
I said that. She doesn't want me to cross-examine her because... Why? Was there a contradiction?
I think.
Very well, you may begin the cross-examination.
Yeah.
You seem sure of yourself. You must have something in mind.
Huh. That would be a first.
I'm going to stab you.
Very funny.
I will stab him.
You understand that this is your last chance at a cross-examination, Mr. Wright? If there is no problem with the testimony this time, we will let the witness leave.
To which judge I will drive
Oh
a
man,
into
Alex
your
was
forehead.
super happy about that witness leaving.
He caught him, Melissa.
I will announce my verdict at that time, Mr. Wright. Understood?
No.
Yes, Your Honor.
I am unsure of everything.
What did we just establish in the last testimony?
I don't know. I don't remember now.
Well, that's because you keep freaking yourself out. Take a
Damn
deep
it, Sarah!
breath.
You're very good at this game, seriously.
Don't doubt yourself.
Eh.
What was she taking that picture for?
Actually, I'm not a research
Gordy.
student at university.
Trying to take a picture of Gordy.
Look through everything that she said now.
Okay.
I'm an investigative reporter.
Photographer.
Did I say that? I'm
Yes.
sorry. This is similar. Imagine what a scoop it'd be if I got a picture of that monster. That's why I was camping out by the lake. But that was all. That's all I was hiding. When I heard the bang, I looked straight down at the lake. There was so much to look at. There wasn't much to look at, so I watched that boat the whole time.
Sarah, if you think about this logically, The answer is really obvious.
You must whack Karma.
I already got the steak.
The man with the gun, pistol whip him!
But steak, he's a vampire.
She's
Yes!
freaking out. Can I just give this to her?
But he's still a man!
What happened? What happened when Gordy was spotted?
Made a loud noise.
Yes.
So she was
when
trying
she
to
heard a
look-
bang and was looking out at the lake, she's claiming there wasn't else much to look at except the boat.
She was trying to look for Gordy.
Exactly.
She saw the boat. She ignored the boat, though. That's not what she was interested in.
Yeah, she was more interested in finding Gordy, right?
But how do I do this then?
Newspaper.
Oh,
That's the only thing Gordy you have on you.
okay. So I just present the newspaper then?
Yes.
Yes, go
Okay.
ahead. Got it.
I will make that.
Miss Hart, were you really looking at that boat?
What's wrong with you? Of course I was looking at it. It was the only thing out there. Any normal person would be looking for it. Looking at it.
I agree. Any normal person would.
What's that
Weirdo.
insinuating?
Wow, both sides are taking it wrong.
That's just. But you are far from normal.
Excuse?
What? Y'all want to step over here and say that?
Yes.
You were camping at the lake to take a picture of Gordy. Think about it. What would you do if you heard a loud noise? You'd be scanning the lake for any sign of Gordy, that's what. You wouldn't give a boat a second thought. Your judge, remember?
Order! Continue, Mr. Wright.
Is my face red? Because I guess I'm getting into it.
Just a bit.
I'm a bit rosy, but that's fine. I usually tend to get rosy.
Rosie, you're like,
Yeah. You testified that you were watching the boat through binoculars. However, you wouldn't need binoculars to watch the boat. You needed them to search for Gordy, and that's what you were doing.
She's grumpy.
Well,
She's a grumpy kitty.
Well, now that y'all mention it, I did sort of take my binoculars and kind of scan the lake a bit.
you said so twice now in your testimony.
I mean, Gordy might be out there and all.
Miss Hart, are you saying that you were not watching the boat then?
Sorry, y'all. I wasn't fibbing, really. I was just... I thought, I could be a witness to a murder and all.
Ugh.
Bullshit! Off with her head!
I kind of got excited.
Guys, get used to this. This is a common occurrence.
I was sure I was watching that boat. Till now.
I mean, take a look at the bellhop from the what's it called?
Okay.
the
First
second
case.
trial.
Yeah, the hospital. Or not
Right.
hospital, the hotel. He was like, "Oh man, I would love to be a thing." Blah blah blah.
I'd love to write an affidavit. I've always wanted to do this.
Exactly.
You're a little too into it.
This is totally uncalled for.
But hey! You got the photograph. You got proof.
Still, we can't see who is shooting who in this.
Red. That's why I took this photo.
No photoshopping.
Witness, that's enough. You've had a long day. Shut your pie hole.
Oh, he's not happy.
Shut my what?
What was she going to say? She took the photo and
He
what?
should burn.
Photoshopped.
Wait a second.
Enhance. Magnify.
She even had a photograph to prove it. But you really can't tell from the photo who is shooting. That's why she said she's going to enlarge the photo. She said it'll drop in the quality a mite, but should let us see who's who.
Gasp! You can't enhance because ruins.
She enlarged that photo. Why won't Von Karma let her show it? I've got a hunch. I also have an idea of why he's covering it up. I bet
Because
that
he's a
photo
bastard.
shows something bad for Von Karma.
He's a
Chance.
bastard.
If I'm wrong, though, it'll mean prison for Edgeworth, or worse. What should I do?
Make her show the enlargement, Wait and see what happens.
Be
Come on,
confident.
Be confident.
Be
Be
confident.
more confident in yourself.
Never!
Miss Hart, look at this photograph.
Look at this
This
graph.
photograph.
You enlarged this photograph, did you not?
Yeah, I did.
Why has that enlargement not been presented to the court?
Oh.
Because it does not exist.
What are y'all talking about? You're the one who told me not to show it in court in the first place. You old fool.
Oh.
You old fool.
You old fool.
I pity you, fool.
I'm pretty the fool.
What's the meaning of this, Mr. Von Karma?
Miss Von Karma, wait a game. Then we'll get to Miss Von Karma.
Wait, what?
Shush.
Miss Hart, show the photo to the court. Show us the enlargement.
No.
The prosecution objects to the submission of this evidence.
Objection
Overruled.
denied.
Oh. Give me my
The witness will
burgers.
show to the enlargement to the court.
Here it is.
What? It doesn't show anything.
We still can't we? Oh, that's still you. That's you.
We still cannot see who's firing in this. I already see a contradiction, though.
I do too.
It could be the defendant, or maybe it's not. Regardless, I'll accept this as evidence.
Oh, I see it.
I don't.
I
Happy
forgot
now,
about
Mr.
this.
Wright. There has to be something. You asked for the enlargement. You got the enlargement.
Oh god.
Sarah, read
Do
everything.
you want the super enlargement, or do you want a
And
reduction?
little good it has done any of us.
Come on! You got to have seen that coming.
Keep going. Keep going. That's why I requested she not show it.
Sarah, look
I suppose
through all
this
the
means that the
evidence.
cross-examination...
No, when you're
It's
talking, when you're
over,
talking.
obviously.
Then I would like to close the cross-examination of Miss Lotta Hart.
And none too soon. That was a flagrant waste of my time.
Careful.
Mr. Von Karma, do you have anything to add?
A steak?
I
To your
stated
heart?
everything I needed to do when this trial began. Decisive evidence.
Pretty obvious.
Look, well, not exactly, but again, it was one of those. It's one of those things. She needs to think through everything.
Look at all of your evidence, not
Yeah.
just the photo.
Yeah.
No, wait.
Still, there is this.
Hold up.
This has an important detail, though.
Did you notice?
The gun is different.
The murder weapon, 22 caliber.
Sorry.
22 caliber, fired 3 times, bears prints from Edgeworth's right hand.
Now look at the picture again.
Left. It's in this person's left hand.
So,
It's not Edgeworth.
Plot thickens.
Yay! I got it!
to be fair, we kind of help somewhat.
Shush.
She was kinda
You need to
freaking out.
be more confident. The next
No.
couple of days, we're not giving you anything.
Eh.
So you're making mistakes if you don't think it through.
Don't be sloppy.
A decisive witness.
Sloppy.
What else could possibly be required?
Nothing, of course.
Evidence.
Then I believe it is time for me to declare my verdict.
No.
Wait, it's not supposed to go like this.
Not like this.
There has to be a clue in this photo. Somewhere.
Crap. I need to stretch my foot out. Falling asleep again.
Oh no.
This is bad. Real bad. What should I do?
Ejected the enlargement. No, not up the butt! Show other evidence. Wait and see.
You killed her. You killed her. Oh.
No other evidence. The gun.
Well, Actually, in this case, you gotta prove that the enlargement has a contradiction. So,
Left.
It's not natural!
so in this case, if you're if you're trying to prove there's a contradiction in the enlargement, what should you do to the enlargement?
Object to it.
Reduction.
No, I think that's expansion. Your Honor.
I can't feel it.
You can't feel the expansion?
No, I can't feel my foot.
Can you feel it, Mr. Krabs?
There is something decidedly strange with this enlargement.
Need to...
What might that be? Mr. Wright, you will show the court what you mean. What about this photo is strange?
Okay, here goes nothing. I'll show the judge what's strange about this photo. So you got to point at it.
Gun.
The hand.
And.
Okay, don't be anal about this.
It has a large hitbox, don't worry about it.
There. Okay, it's perfect.
Here, Your Honor. The shooter? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm still in judge mode.
It's fine. I'm not sure I understand. What about the shooter is strange?
Look at the hand holding the pistol, Your Honor.
The hand?
That hand directly contradicts another piece of evidence.
Oh, sorry, I thought it was you. This man's left hand does what?
Clearly we're both not in the judge mindset. Actually, I'm too into it. You're not into it enough.
I'm still new to it.
I know, it's fine. Let me show you. I'll show you the evidence that left hand contradicts.
Gun. There's the gun in his face.
The evidence is clear. The man in this photograph is holding that pistol in his left hand. However, the prints on the murder weapon were from Edgeworth's right hand. Ergo, the man shooting the pistol in this photograph is not Mr. Edgeworth.
But how is the bullet 22? Unless it was... They're wearing gloves.
Yeah. That's kind of obvious if you're planting evidence.
Now that everyone in the courtroom has quieted down,
After you bang your gavel.
I would like to reconvene this court of law. Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor?
you have given us definitive proof today. We now know that it was not Mr. Edgeworth who fired the pistol that night.
Oh, yeah.
However,
Oh, no.
this leaves us with a rather large problem. If Mr. Edgeworth didn't do it, then who shot our victim?
Precisely. As we have seen, there were no other people on the lake that night. Who but the defendant could have shot the victim?
Miss Hart, the victim himself, Larry.
Remember what they were saying?
Come on,
Remember
don't
what?
lose it now.
Remember what Edgeworth was stating during the recess?
All three of these people were here.
There is only one explanation remaining. The man who shot the victim was none other than the victim himself.
Larry was there, though.
I know, but I don't want to bring him in.
Order! Order! So you're saying that this victim committed suicide?
Yes, Your Honor. I can think of no other explanation.
Indeed, that does seem to be the only remaining option.
I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright. But suicide is out of the question. But what? An examination of the victim's wound reveals the distance at which he was shot. The distance? The victim was clearly shot from further than a meter away.
You were saying that he was shot on the boat, though.
Meter? That's 3 feet.
What?
There was no way it could have been suicide.
Your arms could never be 3 feet long.
Not unless you're,
Judge.
Mr. Fantastic.
Order! Order!
I was just gonna say. Yeah, keep going though. Although these people are
Plastic
clearly
Man.
not superheroes.
Mr. Von Karma, are you sure the accuracy of your data?
Of course, I had already considered the possibility of
Why
suicide.
were you
See,
pressing
Of
Edward?
course! Don't you know anything about science?
well, this is science.
Updated report record.
This is science. Biology.
Good choice. I see.
Bang.
Very well, allow me to state my opinion.
No.
Considering the situation, the shooter had to be the defendant, Mr. Edgeworth.
Bullshit!
However, the prints on the gun reveal that the shooter was not Mr. Edgeworth.
Wait, what?
Because it was the wrong hand.
Yeah.
This is a conundrum. Therefore, I would like to suspend proceedings for the trial for the day.
About a month.
The court orders the defense and the prosecution to further investigate this matter. Understood?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ron Carver just rides off on a motorcycle.
That is all. This Kurt. This Kurt is doomed. Curdy, Gertie, Birdie.
Judge, you alright?
Noted.
115.
Eh?
And district court,
Oh.
defendant lobby number 2.
I didn't know what you were doing.
Also, let's go, I know it's 10:30 now. We won't be able to get through the next part in a half an hour. Let's extend it to another hour. Not an hour to, from 11
Whatever
midnight,
it
to
needs.
11:30.
Whatever it needs.
11:30? I'm okay with that.
Yeah, we'll go as far as we
I don't
can
work
to-
tomorrow, so.
You don't work?
No!
Then that means we can
Yeah.
stay all night.
Not all night.
Well, not all night, but
Let's not
later.
go crazy.
Later.
Just
Later.
as long as it
All night.
needs.
So then that means we can go to the next part of the trial, and we can do the next part of the trial
No.
if necessary.
No, until we save.
Alright, that's fair. Hey. Don't you have anything to say?
No, I have yet to be declared innocent, right?
Well, yeah, but what happened out there on the lake anyway? If he didn't commit suicide, then who? The shooter was about a meter away, too.
What? Don't give me that look. I did not kill him.
I was just kidding around.
Easy.
Sure.
Simmer. Simmer down, Edgy.
Settle down. Look, I'm going to go check on Maya.
Oh. Right.
What?
Tell her something for me.
What?
Tell her to watch what she says in court.
Never! I shall be as loud and as proud as I can! I'm sorry.
That's all.
Would it kill you to just state how you really feel with a thanks, Edgeworth?
Just tell her you said thanks. I mean the world!
I requisitioned a transcript of Lana's entire testimony. I thought it might give me some ammunition for the trial tomorrow. Of course, she didn't see the shooter,
Oh, why would she?
so the only part of her testimony that stood was the bang she heard.
Lada's deposition added to the court record. Will be continued on the next episode of Dragon
Until
Ball
the
Z.
next save after this.
Fair enough.
Speaking of Dragon Ball, yeah, we were supposed to watch Dragon Ball Super before we streamed, but we didn't.
December 26th, Detention
Where?
Center, Visitors Room.
I don't remember this.
Me and Alex.
Ah.
Maya.
I'm in jail again! Hey, Nick, it's you!
Come on.
I'm actually hitting it.
Yeah, I saw it flash too. I wonder.
Go forward, dang you!
I'm glad Mr. Edgeworth made it through the day okay. It's a relief.
Hey. Why'd you do that anyway?
I don't know. I just knew it. I had to do something. I know I'm not the lawyer my sister was. I'm sorry.
Well, you did save the trial. Just behave from now on, okay?
Okay.
Keep the burger fixation to 10,
Did you bring
okay?
any burgers?
Yes, I did.
Just the glass tackles him.
Okay, so now we got it. You
Just
got
like shoulder
All right,
tackles
so
the glass.
go to the Gourd Lake entrance.
Move.
Maya, it's covered in glass now. I don't care.
Ugh,
It's bleeding.
your spleen is in your mouth.
bleed, but it's tasty.
December 26th, Gourd Lake Park, entrance. There are fewer than there were yesterday, but the cops are still around in the park. Wonder if Detective Gumshoe is here today. Alright, so now you just go to the woods.
Move. Dude, that is not
That's
a
not
move.
move.
I swear to
So
me,
go
dude.
to the public beach, and then go to the woods. Haven't seen Larry around today at all. Probably off paying through the nose on a date with the lovely Keontae.
Well,
Lovely Keontae.
Keontae.
Can you get
On Keontae.
Keontae?
Oh,
December
Nate.
26th, Gourd Lake Woods.
Ah.
Hey, Detective Gumshoe. Hey, pal. Trial today. Yes? What about the trial? Well, I was going to say good show, but it wasn't really all that.
Oh, thanks.
Though you did save Mr. Edgeworth, yes. I just
Okay.
wasn't sure how to thank you, you know? Thanks. Alright, so talk to him.
Talk. So, anything?
Detective Gumshoe? Any idea what strategy Von Karma is planning for tomorrow? It sounds like he's bringing in another witness. Another witness? Oh, right. He said something about that in the trial today. There were 2 witnesses.
There are 2 witnesses.
I was wondering who that other witness was. Who was it? Sorry, pal. As much as I'd like to, I'm not at liberty to divulge the information. Right. Alright, I wanted to ask you something about Edgeworth. What's up? Is he afraid of earthquakes? Never heard anything about that before. Mr. Edgeworth doesn't talk about himself too much, see? But there's one thing that's clear as day. Him hating crime the way he does. And him becoming a prosecutor. And him being scared of earthquakes. It all started with that incident. The DL6 incident? Yep, that's the one. 15 years ago, when he saw his father shot before his very eyes. He still feels the pain now. You can see it in his eyes.
Maya!
Aw. I wanted to talk to you about Maya. Huh? She's not on bail yet? That's strange. I told him to let her go as soon as they had their report written up. Man, I don't know what would have happened in that courtroom today if it weren't for her. Seeing her getting dragged out by the bailiff,
Kicking and screaming.
I'll be honest with you, pal. I shed a tear or two.
Begging for burgers.
Mr.
Oh,
Edgeworth.
my precious burgers!
Mr.
I cannot
Edgeworth,
see
he was
burgers!
so moved I saw his lip tremble. Really? Cold as ice, Edgeworth? He was really grateful for what she did, you know? I'm going to head back to the station. I'll get the report on Maya and get her out of there as soon as I can.
She will tackle
Thank
you. She will beg for burgers.
Oh, wait. Was wondering, how much is bail going to be? Don't worry about that. Mr. Edgeworth is posting the whole amount.
Wait, what?
What? Edgeworth? Didn't I tell you?
No.
He's grateful for her for what she did. Alright, pal. Well, don't forget to go pick her up, okay? Maybe I can get Edgeworth to pay this month's rent, too.
No. What are we
No.
You're
doing?
not that lucky.
Detention center. You gotta go pick up Maya.
Actually,
Yay.
technically, he doesn't really have a choice because, fees for being a lawyer.
The lake entrance.
Yeah. Work.
Work.
Detention center.
I know.
Job's done.
Wait, I can't go back to the guy and ask him about the painting.
No.
Aww.
December 26th,
Bummer.
detention
Whatever.
center, visitors room.
No, but I
Do it.
want to ask him about the painting. Hey, Nick, you found my game. They just finished the paperwork. I'm free to go.
That was fast. Free at last, huh?
Those interrogators were really mean. They were like, okay, what did you do this time? Like I was some kind of criminal. Can you believe it?
Well, they let you out in the end, didn't they?
Oh, that reminds me. Thanks for the bail.
Thank Edgeworth.
Huh?
He posted bail for you. Said he was grateful for what you did.
Mr. Edgeworth did that?
I don't believe it!
I have to make up for him. We've got to win this case, Nick.
I'm gonna buy him all the burgers he can eat.
So now what?
Now you go back to the Gourd Lake entrance. We're going to see a very familiar Afro lady.
Oh no.
Oh, yes.
December 26th, birthday party.
There aren't many cops around today, are there?
They're probably back at the precinct, working up the case against Edgeworth.
Nick.
Hey, y'all.
Nick! Hey, it's Lana!
Yay!
Jazz
Woohoo!
I really did it today.
What did we do now?
No, I'm not complaining. I did a little thinking, a little self-protection, you might say.
You getting a steak?
I realize that being a witness is a mighty big responsibility. But I just went up there and started blabbing any old thing that came to mind.
Wow.
So, you see, I want to make it up to y'all.
Burgers for everyone!
Yay!
Oh no, don't. You'll only encourage her. Make it up? So talk to her?
Doc.
I think the only thing that really matters is making it up.
No one
What did you think of the trial?
To be honest, I was doing it half just to say I'd been a witness. Even though I didn't really see anything. I kind of convinced myself I had, though. I'm sorry, I know I caused y'all a lot of trouble.
Eh.
Well, memory is a tricky, vague little thing.
Yeah, I should know that now. I'll be fine the next time I witness a murder.
Oh boy.
Right!
You have no idea.
Yeah.
You mean the first time you witnessed it? Oh boy.
Gordy?
What about Gordy?
Right. Well, the way I figure, the trial is only stoking the flames of Gordy's fever.
Gordy.
Gordy fever. I'll get my exclusive photos and rocket stardom.
Oh, right, Lana, you go, girl! Yeah.
Oh brother.
I wish I could be an investigative photographer, too.
Finish your spirit medium training first.
Oh, shut you.
That was in his head, you couldn't hear that.
The spirits know everything.
Lotta,
You're a medium, not a psychic.
what do you mean by making it up to us?
Mediums? Sorry.
Medium is favorite
Well,
cooking of
see.
medium is favorite cooking of steak.
Actually, I got a bit of information for you.
Oh? What?
That found Karma didn't want me to say nothing about it.
What information? Tell me. Is it for burgers?
Now we'll get into the heart of it.
He said that tacos
See,
roll.
I reckon we might be able to do ourselves a little exchange.
Exchange?
Exchange? I thought this was to make it up to us.
Right. I propose a little exchange to make it up to you.
No.
What?
It-
Information don't come cheap, my friend.
Yes, it does.
Hey! I see you thinking how unsophisticated these southern folks are. It's written all over your face.
No. I was sent to jail
My
because of
goodness,
you.
Lotta, stop putting the stereotype thought in our heads. Because
No,
you're just thinking, you're just
She's from
giving
the
yourself an
Ozarks.
inferiority complex because of this.
Well, for me, it was because of her that I got sent to jail, so it's gonna make it up for me for sending me to jail because I had to, yell at you.
Let me tell you, most Southerners are way more sophisticated. Word. Are way more sophisticated than you.
English,
I'm just the
motherfucker, can I
exception,
speak it?
Well, what'll it be? You gonna deal or not?
What do you want? What do we do, Nick?
Deal or no
We
deal?
don't really have a choice.
Deal.
We don't have any other leads, so I don't think we have a choice here. Thank you, Phoenix.
I'll take
Finally.
the box in 20.
Okay, how much?
Huh? You're completely off your rocker. I may not be sophisticated, but I'm not trying to rob the poor.
Hey!
Huh?
The only fair exchange for information is information.
That is true.
Listen good. What I need from you is information about Gordy.
Whoa. Gordy?
But Gordy doesn't. I mean, Gordy might not exist.
Then bring me proof that shows he don't. I'll be keeping watch from the car, okay? You see something, y'all come see me first, got it?
Okay.
Right. See y'all later.
Ow.
How are we enjoying my accent?
I like it.
Okay, Nick, let's get hunting.
Just a little quiet.
Hunting? You don't seriously mean.
Gordy? I sure do.
What about Edgeworth?
We're searching for Gordy for him, Nick. Don't you get it?
It's Gordy's season.
Okay. And how exactly do we search for a make-believe monster?
We make one.
Maybe we can find a monster myth specialist. Find a monster myth. Go to the public beach.
Public beach.
Adventure.
Adventure.
What?
Oh hey, it's the Steel Samurai. Haven't seen him in the past. What's that?
The Steel Samurai, Nick.
Yo, Maya!
Larry? What the heck is that?
Oh, it's my girl Kiyotsu's idea. She was all, if you like, you can put this here. It would be like, really cool. Dude, she gave it to me along with the banner.
Wow. That's really impressive. She could find those for you?
Well, she knows a lot of people.
Thank you, Theo Vellum, for following.
Hello.
Yeah.
That's how the show is finished now,
And-
so she got it for free.
And welcome to the welcome to the chat.
Welcome.
All right, so you don't really have to talk to him at all. Just go back to the criminal affairs department.
Why did I have to go there?
You just have to go there to bring Larry into the picture. So go to the entrance.
He's got eyes on his nipples.
You have to go back to the entrance.
I'm sorry.
It's all right.
But it
You
gave
saw
me
those eyes
time.
on his nipples, right?
Hi, Lotta.
Hey, y'all. Well, y'all find anything out about Gordy?
No, Miss Blick. No, nothing.
Well, keep moving. It gets cold out here at nighttime.
It is a little chilly. I think I have to sneeze.
Whoa, no you don't. No such thing.
Dang it,
I
Maya.
told y'all no sneezing.
Dang it, Maya. Stop Brittaing our
See, I
situations.
set the camera to respond to things a little softer than a bang. It'll trigger one of Karma's finger snaps now.
Her sneeze is as loud as a finger snap from Von Karma?
I did sneeze very loudly.
Anyway.
It probably has an echoing effect
Oh,
because it's Von
I'm
Karma.
sorry.
Yeah, well, sorry's nice, but what about my film?
Nick, pay the lady. Pay the lady. So to the entrance.
Yes.
I'm
Guess
sorry.
what? You costed me money again. Right, move to the criminal affairs department.
Oh, geez, he does have eyes.
I told you!
Yeah, keep going. Don't
Sorry.
get distracted.
I'm sorry. To the entrance.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
If only.
Criminal affairs department.
Yay.
You get to speak to detective again.
Yay.
Oh god, no, it's Jersey Shore.
It's still Skyward Bollocks.
He wants to change it to that.
No.
Yeah, well, it is kind of what it is. Hey there, pal.
No.
Yes.
What's up? You look out of sorts.
Not as out of sorts as you.
Wait, you didn't go and do something that's gonna hurt Mr. Edgeworth's case again.
No.
What do you mean, again?
It was an accident.
Whatever, have a seat. I'm here for you if you need anything. Besides mine, that is. Alright, so talk to him. How is the investigation proceeding? It's not, really. We have another meeting coming up. We're supposed to talk about Mr. Edgeworth's motive.
His motive?
See, Mr. Edgeworth's father died in the DL6 incident,
Oh no.
and the guy who got a lone suspect declared innocent was the victim in this case. Robert Hammond. They're saying that's why Mr. Edgeworth shot him. And Edgeworth never talks about his past. I bet they'll drag that out of him in this court tomorrow too.
And hit him.
Hit in court tomorrow with it. They're bringing it out tomorrow in case.
They're gonna bludgeon him with it.
They're gonna hit him with a hammer.
What do you think of this, Edgeworth?
Sorry about the blackout, guys. Oh, apparently it was a blackout at your place.
Oh.
It was?
Oh dear.
Don't worry about it, buddy. We're still going for a little bit.
Poor Mr. Edgeworth.
I gotta admit, it doesn't look good, pal. Oh, Gordy.
Gordy? So, say, Detective Gumshoe, do you know Gordy?
The monster down in Gourd Lake? Not personally, no.
Well, we're looking for it.
Huh? Are you out of your minds?
Yes, we are
You
out
got
of our
time to
mind.
go wild monster hunting? What about doing a little question for me then?
Oh, Detective Gumshoe is Detective Gumshoe is scaring me, Nick.
I told Detective Gumshoe about the deal with Lotta.
Nick, try telling him sooner next time.
Sorry. I kind of wanted you to win.
Sorry, not sorry.
I see, pal. Sorry for shouting at you.
It better be. And give me
You're
a
not
burger.
sorry, Gumshoe.
Free burgers! Okay.
Forever.
You shut up, Lily! Okay.
I'm not Lily.
Detective Gumshoe, will aid your search for Gordy.
Really?
No.
Huh?
I'll loan you one of our newest secret weapons for finding evidence.
Is it a gun?
No.
Yes.
Is it a steak?
No.
Maya.
Really?
You can take whichever one you like.
Sorry, I was trying to respond to that.
Yeah, it's all good.
What? Oh, hey, is anyone allowed in your voice chat for the stream? Because it's not locked in the Discord. You're allowed, but new members are not allowed to speak in the chat.
At all.
Unfortunately.
Wahahaha.
They are automatically muted.
It's okay, give us the goods.
Hold on now. Everything in due time. First, let me show them to you.
Give us the goods.
These are the best and brightest. Introducing secret weapon number 1, missile.
Whoa, whoa,
Missile?
whoa. We don't need ballistics in
Keep
this.
going. He's a K9 police dog, still in training.
Oh, okay.
Missile. Here, boy.
It's a puppy.
It's the same breed as Missile, too.
Here he is.
So cute. Hey, he's cute.
He's
Aw,
you
look,
want-
be a cute dog.
You want to know what's funny?
What?
He's Phoenix's throw in Marvel vs. Capcom. He grabs the guy, and then Missile comes in and charges them.
Oh, I thought it was like throwing the dog.
No, when I say throw, I mean he grabs onto them and throws them. It's just he grabs onto them, and the dog literally charges in them.
Okay.
A cute dog. And this will help us how? Woof.
I get the dog.
Next, secret weapon number 2, a fishing pole. Keep going.
I'm sorry.
Here, this is my own personal pole.
Oh, okay.
Detective Gumshoe. We're looking for a monster. Yeah? How are we supposed to catch a whole sea monster with a fishing pole? Never know till you try, pal.
He's got a point.
Okay, this next one is the last one. No, please, we're already overwhelmed by our choices.
I'd take
Secret
missile.
weapon number 3, a metal detector. Here. Detective Gumshoe. We're looking for something alive. Right. How are we supposed to find it with a metal detector? Hey, you never know. It might have eaten soda cans.
Fair point.
Well, which will it be?
I can't make up my mind, Nick. They all seem so perfect.
I can't make up my mind either, for the totally opposite reason. Oh well, I suppose it can't hurt to borrow one of them. Take the metal detector.
Oh.
I was gonna say missile.
It's the metal detector that'll progress the plot.
Oh, okay.
Magic missile!
But can we borrow that metal detector? Sure thing, pal. I'm not sure what we're going to find with this. Remember, you're hunting for a monster. Anything is possible. Anything! And now you gotta go back to the lake.
Metal detector bars from Bucket. I'm just gonna do some shit.
Yeah, you gotta go back. You gotta go to the boat rental shop.
Is Missile gonna come back?
No, you never see him again.
Oh.
Except in another game made by the
So go
same
to
company.
the beach, I think, and then I think the boat rental shop is available.
Eye nipples.
Come on now.
It's true though.
December 26th, boat rental shop.
It's always so quiet here. I wonder if the boat shop is closed for good.
Well, with the murder on the lake and all, they'll probably just taking a vacation until it blows over.
I forget.
I get it.
Last,
It is if you don't include the
Oh.
DLC case.
Beep, beep, beep.
Ding, 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 ding.
Nick.
jackpot.
Yeah, I was just yeah.
Yahtzee!
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, I was just fixing the cord. It's beeping. The metal detector's found something.
Sure is loud enough about it. Whatever it is, it must be in those bushes. Go check it out, Maya.
Why do I have to check it out?
Because you're comic relief.
I'm not comic relief.
And
Yes,
you're
you are.
expendable.
Nick,
You're a psychic.
look.
Huh? Air tank? Huh. This valve looks broken.
I thought it was Gordy.
Maya, first of all, why would Gordy be in the bushes? And second of all, why would a metal detector react to a sea monster?
Because Gordy can't go to the bathroom in his home. That's just disgusting.
Boy,
Phoenix.
Huh? There's something wrapped around this air tank.
Yeah, flags.
It looks like a string of flags.
Well, we might as well take it with us now that we found it.
It's heavy. Well, gee, where have we seen a string of flags before?
like that.
Oh no.
Yep.
If
No.
something stinks,
Yep.
No.
if something stinks, it's always the
I
butts.
talked to him.
Yes, you need to talk.
Hey,
Guy.
You gotta show it to him.
Oh, okay.
Yo, Nick.
God.
What happened with Edgy?
Jeez.
Well,
We made it through the first.
That's me.
Sorry.
Not only are you stepping over Lana's lines, but you're stepping over my lines too.
You're
I
tired.
blame Larry.
Well, if something smells, it's usually the butts.
Yeah,
Well, we
literally.
made it through the first day in court, all right. I don't know how good our prospects are from here on, though.
Huh.
Hey, Larry, did you know Mr. Edward's secret weakness? He's terrified of earthquakes. He acts like a little boy.
Huh?
Excuse me, young lady. Were you about to
That's
say?
weird.
I was supposed to say baby,
I don't think he was ever like that. in
I didn't say
school.
baby. I said bitch.
No, I was gonna say baby.
No.
No, really?
Well, we were only in the same class for a little bit. He transferred schools pretty quickly.
Transferred?
Right. When the deal 6 is happened. Doesn't look like Larry knows about it, though. All right, so go back
Back.
and present the air tank.
Present! Take that! Throws it in his face.
What? An air tank?
Yes.
What about it?
Larry, I wanted to ask you about this.
Have you seen it before? Is it yours?
I've seen it before.
Have you seen this before?
Huh? Me? No, never.
He has.
Twitch. Who the heck would go diving in the middle of the winter? Twitch.
There's something about the way his
Twitch,
eye
twitch.
twitched when I showed him the tank.
Twitch.
You gotta
He's
pursue
twitching.
this line of questioning a little further. So now you gotta do it again and ask the other question.
What? An air tank? What about it?
Larry, I wanted to ask you about this tank.
Yours.
Say, is this air tank yours?
Well, why would I have a thing like that?
He's twitching.
Twitch.
Look, see how there's a string of flags around this tank valve? It's just like the string of flags around your steel samurai.
Oh, must be a coincidence. There strings up flags like that everywhere these days.
No, there isn't.
Like elementary schools.
He's
And used car dealerships.
sweating.
Look, why would I need a tank anyway? Bow.
That's what you asked.
Boing.
To inflate something.
You want to play something?
Because look at what's behind it.
Right.
You used this to inflate that, didn't you?
Inflate what?
What else? The big puffy steel samurai.
Oh yeah, I totally. Yeah. That's gotta be it. Yeah.
Keep going.
Now why would you be asking me a question like that?
Looks like I hit the nail on the head.
Right. Actually, see, the compressor I always used was on the fritz. So I tried using the tank to inflate it just once. And, it didn't go so well.
As I suspected.
Put the tank away, ask more about the tank.
Might as well ask more. What harm could it do?
Okay.
It didn't go so well?
Yeah.
Do you think you could be a little more specific?
Come on. Look, it's embarrassing, so I really don't want to talk about it.
Tell us!
Fine.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever. It's like they said, the compressor was busted. So I took the tank and tried to fill the samurai up with that. And then... blank. The valve busted open and made this incredible noise. And
Kaboom!
that tank there took off like a rocket. And it took my poor deflated steel samurai with it.
What? Off into Gourd Lake?
Sure scared me out of my gourd, that's for sure.
So now go back and
Back.
talk to him about what the flying air tank.
Flying your tank.
Hey,
So the tank and the steel samurai you were trying to fill up flew away? What happened next?
well, all that happened on the 20th or so.
The 20th. A week ago?
Now, as far as I could see, the tank went flying out into the lake. So I went out every night in a boat looking for it. I mean, Chianti gave me that steel samurai after all.
And when did you find it?
When something smells, it's usually the bus.
Exactly.
Just the night before last. It flew out way out there. Took me 4 whole days to find it.
The night before last was the night of the murder.
Sorry for not telling you, Nick. Actually, I was here on the night of the murder. But you see, I went home before midnight.
So you didn't know about what happened? About what happened yet?
No.
That's too bad.
It's not all bad. We've solved one mystery at least.
A mystery?
Maybe we should go tell her.
So, go back to Lada?
Yeah, because we've just proven what Lotta was. To Lotta what Gordy was. My
Lotta was a figment of Gordy's imagination.
That would be funny.
Gordy.
Lotta is secretly an inflatable
Well,
doll.
Mr.
Wait,
Lawyer?
what?
Well, Mr. Lawyer, I've got the info y'all need. Y'all got the scoop on Gordy for me yet?
We found him.
Nothing.
Gordy
yet. We
doesn't
found it.
exist.
Gordy doesn't
Which one
exist.
would you?
Gordy doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Lotta. There is no such thing as Gordy.
What? How can y'all be so sure?
Really, Nick?
Y'all got some proof Gordy don't exist?
The proof that Gordy doesn't exist
Here is out there somewhere.
is here. Because we have what we need. Of course I have proof. No lawyer with his badge would make a claim without the proof to back it up.
Yes, you would.
Here's the proof that Gordy doesn't exist. The air tank.
Throws it in her face. Larry's air tank?
What are y'all doing with an air tank?
This is Gordy.
Excuse me?
What exactly are you saying, Nick?
There's a stand near here. A hot dog stand. There's a giant inflatable samurai doll there. About a week ago, an idiot, who happens to be a friend of mine, tried to fill it. He is kind of an idiot, you can't deny that. He used this air tank, and when the valve blew, the tank flew into the air. Apparently, well, in the air into the lake. Apparently, it made a very loud bang when it flew.
Bang?
Yeah.
The tank, along with the still deflated samurai, flew into the lake. At the same time, a couple was taking a photograph of the lake. This photo.
Wait, so you're saying that Gordy is really the Steel Samurai?
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Oh,
Yes.
the pressure!
Well, that's a fine way to ruin a girl's dreams.
Nick, how could you?
Hey,
Sorry
she asked
about
for information about Gordy. We gave it to her.
Nah, it's okay. You in. I'll give you info like I promised.
Poor Lotta. How dare you, Nick?
Dude, get off my back, will you? Alright,
No!
case information.
Your back is comfy.
You laugh, I've actually seen fan art of that and it's adorable.
Like Lauren's front?
Yes.
So, tell us this information you have.
A promise is a promise, I guess. I overheard the cops around here saying something about the witness tomorrow. They said he's the caretaker of the boat rental place up the
going there?
path there.
Boat rental? There's someone there? I mean, it looks so deserted.
Just an old guy living all by himself.
Aw.
Y'all should go check it out.
Thanks, Lotta. We will. Let's get cracking, Nick.
Hold on.
Something else?
Yeah, the night of the murder. My camera clicked twice, you know.
Wait, so you have another photo?
Well, yeah, but there's nothing in it at all. Just the lake. I figured it wouldn't be much use as evidence, so I kept it to myself. Well, it might not be helpful at all, but here, take it.
Second lake photo.
Bye now. Y'all take care. Time for me to pack up and leave.
Aww. Aww.
Don't worry, it's
Poor
not like we'll
Lotta.
see her in a future game.
Shush.
Nudge, nudge.
Phoenix.
It's all Larry's fault. The legend still lives on, I guess.
The legend?
Yeah,
The
legend of Larry.
Lumberyard.
The legend of Larry, familiar to all who know him for any length of time. When something smells, it's usually the butts.
Someone should
Specifically
whip
Larry's.
that butts into shape.
Alright, so next up, you go back to the boat rental shop.
The Legend of Umbreon.
We'll live again!
Oh, hey, guy!
Never!
Oh.
I'm mastering my joystick.
This is why I said never.
The implications is so
It's number
horrible.
26 boat rental shop.
Hey, Nick! This is the boat shop that Lana was talking about.
You're right. Doesn't seem to be anyone around at all.
Well, let's go check it out anyway.
Boot in the
Go
front
in, go
door!
in.
Caretaker Shack. Down, down, down. Parrot!
It's number 26, Caretaker Shack.
Cockatiel.
Meg, is that you? Hey, is Aunt Keith with you? Where have you two been? I've been worried sick.
Nick, you handle this.
I think I'll leave this one up to you, Maya.
I'm already at the door.
Meg,
Yes?
finally made up your mind, have you?
My mind?
You'll run the pasta shop while I'm gone.
You senile. But pasta?
Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. You make an old man proud.
Senile!
When you kids left the house, I didn't know what to think. How am I supposed to keep this place running? An old man like me?
He's drunk.
Polly, the kids are home. Who wants to be Polly?
Hello! Hello! Nick, what was that?
A parrot. The one on that perch. Keith! Yes? I'll leave the wet noodle in your capable hands, Sonny. Penis joke! Ow.
Nick, what's the wet noodle?
Well, you see, you keep it in your pants. And you only use it in certain situations. Based on the available evidence, I'd say it's the name of his pasta shop. That's a relief, isn't it, Polly?
Hello, hello.
Yeah.
He fell asleep.
Guess he's relieved. Alright, so now you gotta talk to him. Boat rental shop.
Slap him with the parrot.
I'm not hurting the bird.
It's not fair to the bird.
This is a boat rental shop, right? What are you talking about? This here's a palace of pasta with a wet noodle. Well, now that you mention it, I haven't gotten any orders for spaghetti yet. All the kids come up and say, "Yo, dude, I want to ride in one of your boats." That's why I keep them boats out there. Youngsters these days, darned if I understand them. I'm pretty confused myself.
Nick, this isn't going anywhere.
This old man is the witness tomorrow, right? We've got to find some way of getting information out of him. Show your badge.
Badge throws at his face.
Ah, my face!
Huh? That a lawyer's badge? Yes, it is. I don't believe it. This old guy is the first person to recognize my badge.
And he's a crazy person.
I get it.
He's senile.
Huh? Yep. I got you figured out now. You're not Keith. Huh?
Nick, now's your chance to clear things up.
Sir? No, I'm not Keith.
And I'm not Meg either. I am.
Eh? We're here investigating a murder that took place on this lake the other night.
Please help us.
Eh? A lawyer, huh?
Please, mister.
Alright, I'll help.
Hey!
But on one condition.
What's that?
When this case is over and done, you'll run the wet noodle.
Promise to run the wet noodle? We can't promise that.
You have to promise him.
At it.
Okay, we promise.
We won't. Nick, are you sure about this?
Hey, anything to get this case solved. Also, who wouldn't want to eat Phoenix noodles?
They're stronger than Phoenix Downs. They revive your entire party.
They must be spicy as heck, though.
Yeah.
I
Well-
guess so.
Well, to be fair, if they're so spicy that it rises you from the dead. That's my boy. Good for you, Keith.
They're so spicy, they rejuvenate in spice every hour.
Didn't I just say? You too, Meg.
What? Yes? What?
You bring a tear to your old man's eye, you know?
Who's Keith?
Now, what was it that you wanted to know? Speak up, Polly.
Hello. Hello.
Now he's talking to the bird again. How do we get him to talk to us? Show him the lake photo.
Which one?
The first one, I think. I think it's the only one that's labeled lake photo.
Yeah.
Because the other one I think is lake photo number 2.
I pressed the wrong button.
Yep, I've seen this. You know something about this, sir? Keith. Yes? It's okay. You can tell me, you can call me Dad. Dad? You know something about this? Yep. The other night, out on the lake.
Yes. Yes.
I know all about that. I've seen it.
What? Tell us what you saw.
Well, I suppose. Since we're taking over the shop and all. Alright, now you can talk to him. You gotta ask him about what you saw.
I'll move. I don't want to move.
Let's just back away slowly.
What you saw, dude? What did you see?
I forget the time, but it was pretty dark outside. Probably night. Yep. It's after midnight, but okay. When I heard this bang, So I looked outside. Then I heard another one. Bang! Whoa, nice graphics!
Next gen.
A little while later, this boat comes by. Then a young man walked by my window here. He was muttering something to himself, yup.
What did he say?
Yup. I forget. I'll remember tomorrow by court time, promise.
We need to know earlier than that, please.
Alright. Now talk to him about the restaurant, because you can actually talk to him about Polly.
Okay.
Pretty sure.
Well, you want a cracker?
A pasta shop? Yep, the thing. The wet noodle will live on when I'm gone. My father started it, you know? So that makes you two the third generation. Hey!
Yes.
Tomorrow, we'll start the secret of dough tossing.
Dough tossing?
You too, Keith. Yes? You'll be the best pasta wrangler the West has ever seen! Yeehaw!
Pasta wrangler? The West? It isn't pasta from Italy.
Meg!
Yes.
You know the best pasta's always been made west of the Rockies, don't you? Right, of course. Everybody knows that.
Nick.
Huh?
How long do we have to keep this all in the family charade?
This old man must know something about that, Moida. We're not leaving until we find out what that is. I guess you can't talk to him about Polly yet?
What do I do?
Oh, this walkthrough is kind of faulty. Anyway, go to criminal affairs. That's literally the next
We
spot.
can't examine the parrot?
No, I guess you can examine the parrot. Try examining the parrot.
Yes.
Well, unless if you're planning to examine the parrot through the window. Examine Polly.
Through the window.
Wow, what an amazing parrot that is. Good morning. Hello? It ignored me.
What? You forgot, Meg? You gotta call her name first.
Her name?
Polly, how you been?
Hello. Hello.
Ah! See?
Neat. So the parrot's name is Polly?
Polly added to the court record.
Polly want a cracker?
Okay.
Yes. Too bad all she can say is hello.
Oh, Polly can say lots of things. You just need to know the secret words.
The secret words? I must know.
Can you talk to him about Polly now?
Yes. Not false. Didn't say examine though.
Yeah, it's true. It didn't really say that.
Caretaker.
It's for you, bro.
My memory's gotten worse of late. That's why I just tell everything important to old Polly here.
Everything important? I wonder. Polly, what's the number to the safe? 1, 2, 2, 8. All right.
Hey, Polly, watch you, will ya?
See, Nick, all it takes is a little clever thinking.
And a criminal mind.
Quick, Nick, write that number down.
Hey, don't get me involved in your little heist schemes.
Not little.
You know what? Huh? Little Terry was just here. Terry? Oh yeah, that kid next door. You always used to make him cry, remember? He was wearing a tattered old coat. Got himself some whiskers growing out of his face.
What?
You must be talking about Detective Gumshoe. He comes up and tells me to come down to court tomorrow.
Really?
Somehow I don't think we're going to get much useful information from this guy. Maya, maybe we should be leaving.
I think you're right. Oh, wait, I had one more question.
Huh?
Polly, have we forgotten something?
Don't forget the DL6!
What? Huh? What did you just say, Nick?
One more time, Polly.
Don't forget the DL6!
What? The DL6 incident? Hey, mister. I mean, Dad. This is getting weird.
Yes, it is.
Who is this old guy?
Edward's father.
No, he's
Keep
actually dead.
Yeah, keep
Oh.
going.
Why would that bird Polly know about DL6?
I have to figure out we have to figure out who that old man is.
Don't forget me, Nick.
Get me a burger, please.
No, you can't be one, fool.
You can get one for yourself. What?
He locked the door from the other side.
Who could that old man be? I think I need to do a little more research on this DL6 incident. Maybe I should ask Detective Lynch. Alright, so now you go to criminal affairs. And also, I kind of read a little...
No.
I kind of read a little fast. It does say to examine Polly, so I was kind of being a doof.
Eye nipples.
I was being a bee-doof.
Bidoof.
Alright. Foodib.
Criminal affairs.
Number 26, Police Department. Criminal Affairs.
Hey, pal, long time no see. Huh? You don't look so happy. What's wrong this time? Actually, we wanted to ask you something. Yeah? Talk. Talk. Detective Gumshoe, please help us. Huh? We need to know about the DL6 incident. Huh? That was when Edgeworth's father died. Can't help but think that it has something to do with this current case. To tell the truth, I don't know much about DL6 either. Mr. Edgeworth forbade us from reading the file. So, I'm afraid I can't show them to you either.
What?
However, if you can convince me somehow that the DL6 incident is related to this case, well, I guess I'd consider opening that file up.
Note caretaker.
You know the boat rental shop down that Gourd Lake? Oh yeah! That old man who runs it is appearing as a witness in court tomorrow, right?
Oh.
Huh? How'd you... I was supposed to be top secret.
Do you know who that old man is, Detective? Does.
Actually, I don't.
What?
He's a bit of an odd bird. I haven't been able to get a straight answer out of him.
Yeah, I get
I
it, bird.
decided first that he wasn't persuasive enough to stand and testify as a witness. That's why we called Miss Lotta Hart yesterday. As for who he is, we have absolutely no idea.
Sounds suspicious.
Alright, so now present him Polly.
Polly. Ah.
You gotta present.
Oh.
Remember the present options separate here. That screwed me up a couple times too. What's that? A parrot?
Yes.
The old man at the boat rental shop's parrot. The parrot knew about that incident. That incident? DL6. What?
That shocked him. Polly, have we forgotten something?
Don't forget DL6.
Huh?
What?
The pictures.
I know, I saw.
That's so adorable.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that old man must have taught her that word. Yeah, but how about that old man know that? But how would that old man know about the DL6 incident?
Who is he?
Wait, what if that old man was connected to DL6?
Nick, you think he might be?
I get ya. Sounds like you need information on the DL6 incident. Through there is the station's records room. I'll give you special permission to go and find what you need.
All right. Way to go, Detective Gumshoe. Okay, Nick, to the records room.
I guess it's time
Nick runs
to
into the door.
No, that's gonna be math.
I get
Where are we going?
records room.
Okay.
The only place you haven't been.
Okay.
Number
December
26, Police Department Records Room.
dun, dun.
Dun, dun.
Wow! It's amazingly dusty.
10 years of files and 10 years of dust, I guess.
Let's find that DL6 stuff, quick.
15 years ago, both me and Edgeworth were 9 years old. We were almost through with 4th grade when he suddenly transferred. Because of Deal 6.
Nick, I found out where the file is.
Oh, thanks.
Just let me know what you want to know about the DL6 incident. I'll go get the right file.
Alright, so talk to her.
Talk to me.
Case summary, victim data, suspect data.
I want everything.
Well, first I have to get a handle on the main facts, like a summary.
Right. Oh, summary. Found it. There you go.
December 28th, 2001.
Dun dun dun. That's exactly 15 years ago from the day after tomorrow.
So in 2 days, the case is closed. The incident took place in the elevator of the district courthouse.
I just realized that
What?
would make the current date either 2016 or 2017.
Oh yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Oh yeah, you know when I turned 21? You want to know something funny? I'd be the same age as Phoenix Wright.
Ha.
So I'd be his age during the second game.
By
What?
What?
Why? What?
Just said. Is this the same district courthouse where we're holding the trial now?
Looks like it. There was a large earthquake at 2 p.m. on that day. Part of the court building collapsed and all of the lights went out. Plot thickens.
Wow, that was some earthquake.
At the time, 3 people were trapped in the elevator.
Oh no.
It took 5 hours for them to be rescued. 5 hours.
That would be scary like that in the dark.
There was a lack of oxygen in the elevator, and the survivors were unconscious.
The survivors?
One of the 3 in the elevator had been shot in the heart.
Shot through the heart!
That was
You're too
Mr.
late.
Edgeworth's father, wasn't it?
Ah.
That was you, I'm sorry.
That was Mr. Edgeworth's father, wasn't it?
I like how you're shooing me away like I'm some bothersome fly.
Yeah.
I said I was a fly, not a mosquito. You're not denying that.
Phoenix.
I know, hold on. He said that his father was shot before his fairy eyes.
His fairy eyes? Wow, what about his normal eyes?
He's a fairy.
He's a child. He didn't have normal eyes. He only had fairy eyes.
Look at me with your
Phoenix.
fairy eyes.
Phoenix.
So Miles Edgeworth was one of the other passengers in that elevator.
Victim data.
Do you have data on the victim, Edgeworth's father?
Yeah, hold
If
on.
you watch the anime, it does actually give a year of when the first game takes place.
Nice.
Victim. Here,
Yeah.
found it. Greg. Oh,
Gregory Edgeworth, 35, defense attorney. If he were still alive, he'd be 50. He had lost that day's case in court and got in the elevator with his son Miles.
Miles.
Miles Edgeworth, of course.
So he was in the elevator with his father?
From the angle of the bullet and other evidence, it would not have been a suicide. The murder weapon, a pistol, was found in the elevator. The pistol had been fired 2 times. Where have I heard that before?
In court.
It sounds just like this current case. What's going on here?
everything.
Got any data on the suspect in there?
That would be the guy that my mom got arrested. Hold on, this is it.
The man arrested was as a suspect in Deal 6 was Yanni Yogi.
Yogi Bear!
He was a clerk in the court, apparently. So he must have been the 3rd person in the elevator. That was you, I'm sorry.
Well, then he had to have it done. Have done it.
But he was found innocent, thanks to his defense lawyer, Robert Hammond.
Hammond, the victim in our case.
Right. The suspect, Mr. Yogi, was oxygen deprived, so much so he had brain damage. He lost all memory of being in the elevator. After he was declared innocent, he disappeared.
Where could Yogi have gone to, I wonder? I wonder if he's the old man.
Picketed baskets.
Maybe
Yes,
closer than we think.
I believe he's the small guy.
Maybe. I don't know. I guess I know generally what happened in DL6 now.
He's Yogi.
again.
I still don't know what sort of impact the whole thing had on Edgeworth.
Nick, are we going to take the whole file? There's too much. We'll never get it out.
You're right. How about we just take what we need, what we think we need? You'll want to look through that. Right.
I is going to
That's
sleep.
probably all we'll be able to find.
Alright, night, Brendan.
Right.
Night.
Now,
Maybe. See if
now,
you
all
see.
that's left is the trial tomorrow. Before you do anything now, before I read this next one, look in that case Look in that case file. Because there'll be some important information. I'll read it out. Case summary. Date: December 28th, 2001. Location: Elevator, District Court. Air in elevator was oxygen depleted at time of incident. No clues found at the scene. On the scene. Victim data: Gregory Edgeworth, age 35. Defense attorney: trapped in elevator, returning from a lost trial with son. Miles Edgeworth, age 9. One bullet found in heart. The murder weapon was fired twice. Suspect data: Yanni Yogi, age 37. Court bailiff: trapped in elevator with the Edgeworths. Memory loss due to oxygen deprivation. After his arrest, fiancée Polly Jenkins committed suicide. Okay, that's all you need to know for that.
Okay.
There's two things that are interesting in it.
The fact that he had a wife.
Well, that's one. That's one thing, but what's the other thing?
Parrot that remembers DL6, but he doesn't.
I'm considering all the information here. When does when technically was the date of that incident?
2001.
The other parts of that date? Look at the
Sorry.
date in the summary.
12/28.
28th of December, 2001.
Yes.
What was the combination to his safe again?
122821.
The combination to his safe was 1228.
8.
December 28th.
Yeah,
Why would that be so significant to him?
because he was the guy with departed oxygen.
And also, there's another thing that's interesting.
What?
What's the name of his wife that committed suicide?
Polly
What's
Jenkins.
the name of his parent?
Polly.
Hmm.
Polly is his wife. I'm sorry.
But maybe he was so disheartened by everything. Maybe he named the parrot Polly to hide his pain
Yeah.
or to deal with his pain.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So-
I wonder how Dad will do testifying in court.
To be continued.
It's a good thing I cut her off there so that she could look at that.
Yeah.
And now we will deal with the rest of the day 2 of the trial next week.
Yep. Yeah.
We're spending time.
I keep forgetting.
We're focusing on Phoenix Wright only because we've been kind of neglecting it.
Yeah, so we'll see you guys next week when we play some more Phoenix Wright, some more Kingdom Hearts Final Mix, and Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars. See you guys then. Oh, and see you guys Thursday when we play more Uncharted 2 and more Fallout 4. Bye.